Hi guys, for my speech today, I'm going to be talking about the benefits of having a job whenever you are in high school. Young people ages 15 to 24 represent about 1/5 of the world's population, but they also represent half of the total unemployment global workforce. This is according to a website called un.org, which talks about the social development of having a job whenever you are a minor. That also says that negative impacts of youth unemployment can generate frustration and low self-esteem. This can lead to increased vulnerability among some young people, which ultimately can lead to drugs, disease, and crime. From reading the Pennsylvania child labor law, this law was enacted to provide for the health, safety, and welfare of minors by forbidding their employment or work in certain establishments and occupations and under specified ages. Some points of this law include time limitations. For example, if you are a minor and if you work 5 hours or more, you have to have a 30-minute break. I know in my job, whenever I was a minor, if I worked 5 hours, I had a 30-minute break and a 15-minute break. Every 2 hours you'd have a break, and they were very strict about this from the Pennsylvania child labor law. Also, you cannot have certain occupations or work in establishments if you are a minor. For example, you may not be employed in places where alcoholic beverages are produced, sold, or dispensed if you are under the age of 18. But also, you have to obtain a work permit. I know whenever I started my job, whenever I was 16, I had to go to my high school and get a little card that I kept in my wallet with me to show I was able to work because I was under 18. The counter argument to having a job in high school says that some educators complain that working teens put in too many hours on their job. They may come to school tired, have little time to see their teachers after school for special help, and avoid extracurricular activities. According to this point of view, too much work can have severe opportunity costs with respect to healthy identity formation. However, the benefits outweigh the risk whenever you're having a job in high school. First, you gain the magical word, experience. It's one that every job wants you to have, but nobody wants to give to you. You can build up a resume whenever you're looking for a full-time job, and just, in my case, just putting that I was a cashier at a grocery store would mean a lot more to an employer than somebody who didn't have a job at all. This shows future employers that you're motivated and a hardworking individual. It sets you above competition who would not have prior work experience whenever you're applying for a job. Also, having a job in high school helps build your social development. Youth employment promotes social integration, intergenerational dialogue, citizenship, and solidarity. Working at a customer service, I talk to people of all ages. I deal with the public, and I'm able to communicate with somebody who is 15 and who is 75. This helps me personally whenever I am going to clinical at the hospital because I'm able to talk to my patients and have that intergenerational dialogue with them. Also, you learn how to work as a team and have solid communication skills. This is transferable to any industry. Most jobs that you will have whenever you graduate college, you will have to deal with other people and you will have to collaborate. So it's better to learn it whenever you're young rather than being older and being behind everybody else. Also, having a job in high school teaches you time management. You learn how to balance your school and your work. This goes back to the counter argument where teachers said that you can't have extracurricular activities when having a job, which is not true. I was part of yearbook production to where I was an editor and I had to stay after school lots of days. I was able to have a job and have a social life. It's all about balancing your time and getting to know when to prioritize work and when you can have fun. The sooner you learn how to do this, the better off you'll be whenever you leave college or branch into the real world of full-time jobs and responsibilities. Because face it, sooner or later, you will have to have time management. Learning it whenever you're in high school only helps you out whenever you get a job in the long run. You also learn priority. You have responsibility and you're able to prioritize your time. Working somewhere where you have to be there and they're counting on you gives you that responsibility and that prioritization. You also develop a work ethic. Positive self-esteem is built on knowing how to care of ourselves and how to do it well. People who are routinely excused from the daily tasks that go into maintaining a household end up excused from basic competencies. If you're able to build this responsibility from having a job, you won't feel entitled to receiving another job whenever there's somebody else who is more qualified or has that experience before you. Finally, you learn how to manage your finances. I know whenever I was in high school, I hated asking my parents for money. There's so many things that teens want to do that are just expensive. For example, going to the mall, paying for gas, paying for movies, paying for clothes, just anything. So teens buy clothes, food, gas, and music. And then some will save a portion of their earnings for larger purchases or even to attend college. Being able to have a savings and balance and manage your money at an early age can help you in the long run whenever you want to build your 401k or put money towards retirement or pay off your student loans. That way you can also make bigger purchases like buying a house and then still have money for yourself. This teaches teens not have to rely on their parents for money, as I mentioned before, that I hated doing and I still do to this day. And you also have financial independence. You don't have to ask for money and then tell your parents what you're spending it on. You're able to spend it on whatever you want, and this teaches you how to manage your finances if you make a irresponsible spending, because then you have to take the fallback for that. In conclusion, I'm going to tell you how having a job in high school has benefited me. I've gained all the skills that I've mentioned above. I know how to manage my time, prioritize, manage money, and I have developed the social skills from dealing with the public. Now, I'm not perfect, and I don't think I will be forever, but it definitely helps me because I know that I used to be really irresponsible with my money. Also, from having a job in high school, I have a scholarship. Every semester, I get money back from my work for being in school, which is an added bonus to having a job, because a lot of them do offer that opportunity for students who do continue to go to school after high school. Also, you gain references. Whenever you have a resume and you apply for a job, they generally ask for 2 to 3 references. And it's always good to have somebody who knows what you're like whenever you're working. And also, this gives me a source of income to have while I'm in school. I don't work as much as I do in the summer or over Christmas break, but it's nice to have money coming into my bank account every week so that I do have something to spend whenever I want to go out to eat, or if I want to get gas, or just any play money that I want to have. Well, thank you so much for watching my speech, and these are just some benefits of having a job while you are in high school. I had a lot of fun this semester making speeches, and I hope you have a nice summer. Thank you.